I'm making a video today that I didn't really want to make. I decided to come out to the hives today and just see what the bees are doing and see what we needed to do for winter feeding. We have 4 hives out here, and I decided to listen to one of them and I didn't hear anything. And I thought, well, that's strange because we've had an unseasonably warm November, and I should hear something in there. So I popped it open and there was nothing in there. The bees are completely gone from that hive. There are no dead bees. There's not like a pile of dead bees in there. There's no sign of disease that I can tell, or pests or anything. They're just gone, completely gone. So I thought, well, I better check the other hives while I'm out here, and I checked the second one and same thing. The bees are gone. The top box in that hive did have some capped honey in it, so I took that box off. I don't know what I'm going to do with it quite yet. I haven't decided. But again, that was our strongest hive that we had, and the bees are just gone. There's no dead bees laying around the ground, no dead bees in the hive. They're just gone. So the third hive I went to, I popped the lid and I can see bees in there. Just inside, through that hole in the inner cover, I can see bees in there, which is good. And then I went to the hive split that we made earlier this year, which is just a single deep box. Pop that open and I do see some bees in there. So we have 2 hives, 2 colonies that are completely gone. I don't know what happened there, why that happened. We probably will never know why that happened, but it's a really hard thing to come out here and see more than half your bees gone, just with no explanation at all. So what I decided I'm going to do is combine the hive split, the weaker hive, with the stronger hive that we have still existing, and I will take you along to show you that. But I think I'll open up one of these empty hives and just kind of show you what I saw in there. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is not a video I really wanted to make. I'm not in the mood for shooting a video right now. I'm rather discouraged. And I know this happens to beekeepers all the time, but it's still hard when it happens to you, and it really makes me wonder what we're going to do next year. A box of bees costs right around $100 if you get a hive that's already established, which is what we've done the last couple of years. You at least double that price. So it's not something that we can afford to keep doing if we're going to keep losing them, especially if it's something that wasn't preventable. So we're hoping that this last hive, combined hive that we're going to do, will last us through winter and we can still have bees next year. But I don't know if we can buy more hives in the spring. I don't know if that's a gamble we want to keep taking or not. I would love to keep keeping bees, but yeah, I just don't know at this point what we're going to do. So let's get into the hives and I'll show you what I see. Okay, this is a brood frame. Totally empty other than some old pollen stores. Let's look at the other side. Same with this, except it looks like some of the cappings were ripped open, like not in the usual way, but still it's empty. Everybody gone. And if you see something in here in my hive that I'm missing or that I don't know about that is a clue as to what happened, please let me know. So that's basically what the empty hives look like. There's just nobody home. I'm going to get into this hive here, which still has bees living in it. and just take a peek at what's going on, decide whether or not we need both boxes on there or not. Well, that was unpleasant. My camera dying was kind of the rotten icing on the rotten cake of that day. So I just wanted to give you a rundown of what I found when I really dug into the hives. The hive that I thought had a colony still in it didn't. The only bees that were in there were just a handful that were after some leftover honey. So basically the 4 colonies that we had, there was 3 of those that left. There's not really any traces that I can tell as to why they left. There wasn't any brood or anything in there, just bees were gone. So we have 1 colony left, which is our hive split that we did earlier in the year, and they are really low in numbers. I'm not sure they'll make it through the winter. I don't know if they have enough of them to stay warm. So what I did was I went through the empty hives and I took out the frames that had the most stored honey, capped honey in them still, and I put them all in with the split hive, the small colony that we still have. So I did that, plus I did the mountain camp feeding method with them so that they have food for the winter. I just don't know if they'll stay warm, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with them. So what are we going to do in the spring? I don't know yet. My husband and I are still talking it through and thinking it over. I don't really want to stop beekeeping, but the expense of it is kind of a big deal. So do we buy a couple more established colonies, or do we buy boxes of bees? You know, I don't know. We're gonna have to think about that, and I'm sure we'll keep you posted when we figure it out. So for now, we're just gonna kind of cross our fingers for this little colony of bees and see what happens. I'm not gonna hold my breath though. So yeah, if you guys have had this happen to you, comment below, let me know what happened, if you know why they left, or you know, just kind of what the experience was like for you. So we're still learning at this. I'm sure we could do this for 50 years and still be learning. So they're fascinating creatures, but sometimes very frustrating at the same time. Anyway, that's about it for now, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel here. So I will catch you guys later. Bye.